Hey guys, so this lesson was actually supposed to be last Wednesday's lesson, but the weather and the tornadoes kind of changed all of that. So we're bumping it to today. This is the last day that we'll be counting money together. And we are going to be counting mixed coins, dimes, nickels, and pennies. So you're going to pause me and gather your coins. This time you need dimes, nickels, and pennies. So dimes, your smallest silver coin. Nickels, remember the trick to tell the nickels apart from the quarters. Feel the edges. If it's smooth, it's a nickel. And pennies, the easiest one to spot. You need several of each. So go ahead and pause me and gather them now. All right. I want you to put a dime and a nickel in front of you. Remember that when we're counting these, you're always touching them as you count them. Now, we're going to count the dime first because it's worth the most. How much is that dime worth again? 10 cents. So, when you're counting on by fives, all you have to do is just see what would come next when you were counting by five. So, what comes after 10 when you're counting by fives? 5, 10, 15. You see why I was making you guys count by five so much a couple weeks ago? Yep. So, 10 and 5 more equals 15 cents. All right, I want you to add three pennies to what you already have there, okay? So a dime, a nickel, and 3 pennies. What are we going to start with? The dime, because it is worth the most. So 10, 5 more is 15. Now we just need to count on by ones to add our pennies. So 15, 16, 17, 18 cents. Now remember that you can always pause me if I'm going too fast for you. If you need to rewind me and listen to something again, redo something, that's the good thing about all this distance learning business is you can pause me, rewind me, do whatever you need to do to help yourself out. So make sure you're doing that if you need to. Now I want you to take your pennies away and add another nickel in. So you will have a dime and 2 nickels. Now, if you have more than 1 nickel, you're just going to keep counting up by fives. So we're going to start with the 10, the dime that's worth 10 cents, and we're just going to count up by fives. 10, 15. What comes after 15 when you count by fives? 5, 10, 15, 20. One more time. 10, 15, 20. That's 20 cents. Good job. All right. Add a penny. Here we go. Are you ready? 10. 5 more is 15. 20. What's one more than 20? 21. 21 cents. Make yours look like mine. 2 dimes, a nickel, and a penny. Are you ready? Now we have 2 dimes this time. How are we going to count those 2 dimes? By ones, by fives, or by tens? By tens. We like counting by tens. That's super easy. So here we go. 10, 20. Now, we need to count up by fives from 20 to see how much we have when we add that nickel in. So, what comes after 20 when we're counting by fives? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And woo, my nickel is going away. And one more, 26. So one more time, hopefully my coins won't move. 10, 20, 25, 26. 26 cents. All right, 3 dimes, 1 nickel, and 2 pennies. I wonder if I can get all this on my board. Let's see. Here we go. What are we going to count first? Our dimes. Here we go. We're counting by tens. 10, 20, 30. Now we need to count on by fives to count that nickel. What comes after 30 when you're counting by fives? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So adding in that nickel, you have 35 cents, but we're not done. You still need to add in those 2 pennies. So 35, 36, 37. One more time. 10, 20, 30, 35, 36, 37 cents. Now this one is a little bit different. You see, there's a claw machine. I know you guys love claw machines. I know Charlie loves them. She's always wanting to try to win something every time we see one. This one costs 50 cents for one play. I want you to pause me and try to put some coins together to make 50 cents. There's lots of right ways, lots of correct ways to make 50 cents with your dimes, nickels, and pennies. So pause me now and put together 50 cents. All right, let me show you what I did. I bet that some of you did this as well. I used 5 dimes because counting by tens is super easy and I like keeping it simple. So let's count these and make sure I did it correctly. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. That's one way to show 50 cents. You may have used a bunch of nickels, 10 nickels, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. 10 nickels equals 50 cents as well. Now, I know there's somebody out there. There is always one. There is always one child that wanted to use 50 pennies. You're out there. I know you are. Now, that's okay. 50 pennies does equal 50 cents. But that's kind of the hard way of going about things, right? We like keeping it simple. So if you use a coin that is worth more, you'll have less counting to do. That's why I use those dimes. Make sure that someone in the house with you is checking to see that you showed 50 cents correctly. Since I can't see it, make sure that someone verifies you have 50 cents. All right. So today's assignment, you are going to be counting mixed coins, dimes, nickels, and pennies, both on Seesaw and in the work packets. Both of them are identical. Now, if you need more practice, if you don't feel like you're getting this, do not stress because I have solutions for you. On ABCya, and I know you guys love ABCya, there is a fantastic money counting game that's just like what we've been doing where you're putting coins together and counting them. I have a link here. Also, another link I have is for a website called Splash Learn, and it's very similar to ABCya, great money counting games. If you still feel like you need more practice, let me know. I will set up an optional Zoom meeting for extra practice for anyone that needs to. This is going to be need only. I know, parents, that some of you are up to your eyeballs with Zoom meetings. This is not, um, this is just optional. Okay. I will be glad to help out if you need me. All right. After this lesson, we are moving on to adding and subtracting, reviewing all of that, getting you guys ready for second grade. So if you need me, let me know. Otherwise, good luck with your assignment and yell if you need me, and I'll see you next time.